How's it going there, guys? James here from Butler Farms on a pretty Friday afternoon. If you've been watching some of my videos lately, you know that we have been able to go out and fish a little bit here lately, and I've had some luck. We've pretty much depleted all of our fish in the freezer, so it's about time to get some in and spending time outside with family and being able to enjoy that as well. So there's bonuses to it all around. I did want to come to you real quick and show you how we put fish up. I've been asked this before, and y'all have seen my videos where I've put up my blueberries and stuff like that, and I spread them out on a big pan and freeze them individually and then bag them so that I can take out what I need at that time and they're not all frozen in one big clump. That doesn't work with fish. If you know, I've had people that have tried to be nice and clean fish for me and give it to me, and they just put it in a bag dry, or they lay it out flat and then they put it in a bag, and the problem is those only last about 3 or 4 months tops in the deep freeze before they're freezer burnt. They lose their quality. They lose you know, the texture of them is bad, and once they do thaw, even if you fry them or bake them or whatever you do, it's got an off taste to it. If you got anything in your freezer that's got an off smell to it or whatever, it's going to be picked up in that fish. So years ago, my roommate and I, actually, before I ever got married, to my trusted camera person here behind you, we fished all the time, and I started packing fish the way that he had always packed it, and I want to show you what we're going to do. This is 12 crappie fillets. This would be enough for us to have a meal and have some sides with it. And so those are clean, boneless, ready to go. And so you can see we've already got the bag labeled. It tells us what it is. We've got our date on it, month and the year there, so that we can use the oldest first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this bag completely to the top with water. And there's several reasons for this. Number one, it's going to prevent freezer burn. Number two, air and oxygen cannot get to your fish, and that's what's going to break it down quicker than anything. So you can see that I've got it filled to the top, and this can be pretty messy if you are not careful. And if I got this water all over Mama's floor, I'd be in trouble for sure. But make sure it's good and zipped, and then that's what you have. That will lay flat in your freezer. What I'll go do is I'll take these back up the hill to the shop, to the big freezer, and lay them out. Once they get frozen solid, then I can stack them, okay? And they do have a little bit of bowls to them, so they try to slide a little bit, but for the most part, they're flat. As you can see, there's no oxygen in there. It's going to be frozen into a solid block, and that's what we've done with all of these. This is one that we caught the other day that I pulled out, and you can see it's a solid block of fish, and there's no oxygen in it anywhere. Okay, and the fish are protected inside the block of ice, so you're not going to get freezer burn. People say you can't keep fish in the freezer more than about 9 months at the most. Guys, we've eaten fish that's 2 years old out of the freezer that's frozen like this, and you can't tell anything about it. There's no off taste. Now, you do have to plan ahead, obviously. If you're planning on doing fish, yes, it'd be nice to buy the fillets like you buy in the frozen section at the store, where you can just take out 2 when you want them. If we're going to have fish, this is something that we would have to put in the sink before we go to work. By the time we come home, it's thawed, but it's still good and cold, so it doesn't go bad. So this is not something you're going to thaw and use, you know, in an hour. You know, if you're trying to do a quick meal. Now, they do cook quick. They only take, what, 15, 20 minutes in the oven. We normally don't fry them, just simply because of the mess and because of the health concerns, obviously. But once they're thawed, we lay them out on the pan, season them like we like them, and we just bake them. And they usually take about 15 minutes if your oven's preheated. So as far as the cooking time, that's not the issue. You got to plan ahead, though. If you want them for supper that night, you're going to have to lay them out. But that's what you get. And right beside my big freezer, up the hill, I've got one side that's partitioned off, that's got all my deer meat stacked in it. I put it up the other day and put my older stuff up top and my new stuff in the bottom. Same way with this. I've got a section up there. These won't be like that. Like I said, I'll lay them out kind of like you see here in the freezer until they get solid like this, and then I will, I've got partitioned area there where I'll lay these in there and stack them. So it really is that simple to put them up, and they're going to last a long time and not lose their quality. Again, you can still eat the fish like that, but freezer burn, bad quality, texture, all that kind of stuff, this takes care of that. It's locked in there, it's not going anywhere. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up button. And until next time, we love you. God bless you. This is James from Butler Farms, and we'll be seeing you.